What are you trying to manage? You need to take the time to determine the assets and the workflows you want to be able to support within the dam in order to start to think about what's the right kind of systems and setups for you. What planning is needed for an expanded set of metadata that comes with it, like time-based metadata. And that's going to be our whole focus of next week. We're going to spend a lot of time on metadata when it comes to video, because it's, if there's metadata that's complex on one image, imagine now when you have thousands of images that make up a video, plus all the audio tracks and all of the rights and everything associated to it, and how you have to at least be looking to refresh that metadata depending on the situation. What do I mean? Well, the Antique Roadshow did a really interesting thing where they went back to 20 years of their content. They assigned new metadata to items that were connected to healthcare just so that they can make a show on this around those objects and doctors as part of these roadshows. So if you have content, you're more of a content producer, what is it you can do to refresh your data? Or if you're looking at it from a brand perspective, if it's one of those things where you want to do a brand reflection or anything like that, you can show how your brand has been modified around over the years. You need to be thinking about impacts of infrastructure when it comes to starting to manage your video. Can your network support video-based workflows? And this is the area that we see as the most common problems when people buy asset management systems designs for video, is actually in their infrastructure and the network. Working from home means even more connectivity issues with VPNs that we're struggling through this, which is why things like proxy-based workflows are so important. Do you want to try and enable remote edit workflows? Another one that you have to really think about as you're designing and thinking about choosing a product or how you're going to manage your assets within the dam. How do you back up and protect the content? Maybe cloud or on-site, things to always be thinking about. Accessibility requirements are increasing more than ever with video, and this need for closed captioning and described video or descriptive video, or there's very many ways that it's being talked about today, is incredibly important for many reasons. As brand managers, it's really important that we're showing, that we're conscious of people who use closed captioning, and there's a growing amount. It's also used not just for those people who need it because they may be blind, but there's also a growing use of it where you're seeing in doctor's office, in displays, or sometimes people just don't play the audio and they're watching the text instead. Describe video is one of the greatest places of potential metadata that we never think about, because describe video is exactly what it is. It's describing the action in between. So it would describe me, my office, these kind of things. And that's metadata that's really additive, so that when you're searching for later, I'm looking for something, around it, you'll get a lot more better results than just the text that comes from closed captioning.